Hello, welcome back to the Unnamed podcast. Welcome to today's episode. So today we have got a guest for the first time in a long, long while. You may already know about this, but because we haven't had a guest in. I don't know how many episodes it is, but it was
since Finn and Nick.
Yeah, they were the last. They were the last guest we had, and they were episode 6, and we're now up to 14 or 15, I think. So it's been quite a while, and I think 6 was back in April, so we haven't had a guest for many months. So but we'll get onto our guest in a minute. First, we've obviously got to say the normal stuff we said at the beginning of the episode. 37.5% of you not subscribed. I can't believe we still do this. Why are we still doing this?
I know.
But
hi to
that's
the
going
person
down, though.
Yeah, where's that other person? I forgot where he is. That guy that we
Guatemala.
said Guatemala. There we go.
Guatemala.
Yeah. Hi to the person in
Guatemala. So yeah. 37.5% unsubscribes, but it's going down. I remember it started off at like 60 something or 70 something, and it's all the way down to 37 now. So hopefully people are subscribing.
But I hope so.
Yeah. Also, as we said in many episodes before, we're going to do a live podcast at some point. Once our friend Finn's EP comes out, listening to that and talking and stuff. And and Instagram controls our podcast.
Yeah. I was actually, I spoke to Nick the other day, and I was actually supposed to, because he was asking about, do you post any other videos apart from paintball on your channel? And I said to him, not really. Like he's asking about reactions and stuff.
Yeah.
So I said to him, I could probably do it like on an Instagram story, like record it and then upload it all onto Instagram like that. But I wouldn't do it onto my main channel because I'm trying to keep it mainly just paintball. To be honest with you,
you do have your Tom Strong channel with 8.
Yeah, I do. That's a fair point, but it's quite irrelevant, that channel. So
yeah, to be fair. But to be fair, I feel like I would love to see some more videos on that channel. I feel like it would.
I mean, in fairness, the first ever video I was put on it got quite a few views. I was quite surprised.
Yeah, for the size of the channel, I think it's on like 50 views. Isn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Subscribers.
I was quite amazed actually.
Some of the podcasts don't even get 50 views.
And I hadn't even told many people about the channel, so
exactly. It was just a little bit. You told a few people, and I think I put it at the end of my video or something like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Fun. Okay. On. yeah. Obviously, big famous me. I got you all those 8 subscribers.
I know. Well, you're almost on 300, so you know.
I am. Yeah.
Are you doing a live stream after this?
Yeah, I am. I'm doing a live stream at 7 p.m. So, well, by the time you're watching this podcast, it's already happened, and I may already have 300 subscribers. But yeah. And also one more thing before we actually bring our guest in. So let me see where did I put it. Right here. I'm going to highlight it so you can actually see it. So basically, I've been having a little discussion with the other Unnamed podcast in the form of our comment section on the Jacob Silver Fan Club episode. So you may know if you watched our last podcast episode, I think it's titled "We're Ill" or something like that. We were ill. I don't really know. We said in that the another Unnamed podcast has asked if we wanted to collab with them, and we were like confused. And so I responded to them the other day. And it's been a bit puzzling. Let me quickly grab my iPad because I was messaging them up to like a few minutes ago.
Did you not put a post on Instagram on?
I did. I put it on Instagram, and it was like I think it was 90. Not like it was actually funny because I responded to the poll myself from my personal account, and I was the only person to say no.
I didn't even respond to that poll. So
otherwise it would have been 100%. So out of viewers, 100% of people said yes. So I went at 19 hours ago, I responded to them saying, we're up for a collab. DM us on Instagram at Unnamed Pod. Go follow us. So we can arrange it. And then he responded, the Unnamed Podcast, over my dead body, you have started a war. And I'm like, what? So I responded, what? You asked for... I actually just realized I put, you asked for a collar. You asked for a collab, then declined it when we said yes. What? And he said, your trash kid get good. And what do you mean? I said,
I'm pretty sure they're memers.
And like it's literally like it's been going on, and he was saying that we're irrelevant because we get hardly any views, and I was like, well, check our early podcast; they have more views. They've posted 3 podcasts that have over 100 views, and they think they're big.
Have you watched any of their podcasts?
I have actually. I think I've watched all of them. Just
Are they
they're not very long. They're like 5 minutes.
Oh.
Like they're. I feel like they're not the greatest because they're the length, but I feel like if it was the quality that they did that 5 minutes out for a 40 minutes or an hour, it would be a good podcast, I'd say.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to
watching this right now.
Nice.
The people who own that channel, thanks for the views.
Oh yeah, no, and that was the one thing I was happy about because we were having this conversation. Like, I'll show you. We were having this conversation in our comment section, and so you can see it's going on for a while.
Oh my god!
All the way up to like 20 minutes ago, we were having this conversation. Them calling us irrelevant, and then I was like, well, actually, we post to Spotify and all that as well, so we get streams on there. But I'm actually not, but I don't really mind because every time they go to respond to us, they add an extra view or whatever. So, and we have loads of comments on that video now as well. So yeah, but still, that's a bit strange. So if you're watching Unnamed Pod, like, I don't know what's going on, mate. What is going on? Okay, should we just get right into this podcast?
Yeah,
We've had enough of waffling.
Let's do it.
We've got a guest. Please welcome Mr. King DCN. What's that? I need to actually remember. I need to add him back in. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. What about you?
Yeah, I'm good. Good. How's the channel going? Well, because I know
how's
you
life
do music
going?
And stuff. Yeah.
All going great.
Cool. Okay. So just before we get into some questions that actually for CJ, we've got a couple of quick topics who we're going to talk about. Tom, have you finished watching The Social Dilemma?
No.
It's fine. We can talk about it next time. Well, I said that last time, but you know.
Yeah. No, I will actually. I'm not doing anything this weekend. I'll do it.
Okay, that's Tom has promised that next episode he is going to. We're gonna talk about The Social Dilemma because it came out like a month ago and we still haven't talked about it.
Just wise words for any viewers watching, and then that's going to be a bit hypocritical on my part because if I don't promise something you can't keep, and yeah, I might be going hypocritical on this.
Okay. So we have one topic then to talk about, which is actually for the first time, like this isn't me being horrible to Tom, but for the first time Tom had, because normally it's usually about every Thursday night, I will sit down and I will go and watch other people's podcasts and look at the news and stuff and make a list of topics for us to talk about in the podcast we record Fridays usually. And but for once I came to write down topics last night and I saw that there was already a topic on there and I was like, wow. So Tom wrote down a topic. I'll let you take this one, Tom, so you write it down.
Okay, all right then. Cheers. Basically, you've all heard the meme that the Xbox Series X has been compared to a fridge. Well, Microsoft went and done it. They actually made a proper Xbox Series X fridge, and yeah, and there's a competition to enter one if you want to go and do that. I don't know where it is.
So it's actually real.
Yeah, they actually made a real Xbox fridge. It's not like a fan-made video or anything. This is legit.
Yeah, no, because I saw on Xbox's account they posted a video of showing it off. I'm not sure if you saw this, CJ, but yeah, so they posted the video. It. Yeah, and I was like, okay, I just thought it was a joke. So is it actually real then? Have they actually made like a real one?
I was quite amazed when they put out the story. But well, it's not just that. They gave Snoop Dogg one for his birthday, apparently.
Right.
Oh yeah, I saw that
with an Xbox Series X cake in the fridge.
Yeah.
Oh right. Oh yeah. Wow. Yeah, no, because I know in the video that they posted, like I saw it on Instagram. There was this fridge with then like the actual Xbox Series X sitting next to it. You can see the difference.
Yeah.
I think it would have been cool. It would be cool if they actually made an Xbox Series X mini fridge that people could actually buy, like a couple $100 or whatever for a little fridge. And I feel like that would be cool. And people would actually buy that. Yeah.
It's doable, but it's just...
I feel like a massive fridge like that must cost a lot of money.
Yeah, but
they're never going to actually release it.
It's nice for a company to follow something like a meme or stuff like that.
Yeah.
And actually go and do something random like that.
it's good when like and I was reading the comments on the Instagram post, and it was like a lot of people were saying, and this is why Xbox is a lot better than PlayStation, because they do stuff like this.
Yeah.
It's like the KFC thing that happened a few months back. You remember with the KFC console that they were talking about, but
Oh, did you know they used to? Well, I think they're selling back these KFC logs. Like you burn this log in your fireplace, and it's supposed to make your house smell of chicken.
all right, wow.
Yeah. I don't know who would want it. I searched it up on YouTube, and I don't know if it's available in the UK, but they did this apparently out in America. And this woman, I just watched this woman. She lit the thing, and she said, before she burnt it, it smelled more of chicken, and then afterwards, it didn't smell of much.
All right.
But it's the most random thing ever. Like,
Yeah, it really is.
why do you want your house to smell of chicken?
Well, I don't know. The smell of KFC is quite nice.
Mm.
I'd love if they did one specifically of popcorn chicken.
Yeah, I think it's
that's still my favourite episode of ours that we did. The KFC mukbang. That was good. We need to do some more like eating episodes, like eating KFC.
Fun fact, I don't know if I told you guys, I did finish that whole bucket myself. So
he did, yeah. Tom ended up eating the entire bucket of KFC on his own. I ended up.
Don't ask how.
I ate most of it, but I shared a little bit.
And then gave like a handful to your dad.
Yeah. So in the end, Tom ate the full. What was it? 80 pieces.
Yeah. Well, you can't guarantee it's 80. So.
Well, yeah, and then I ended up eating maybe 70 or whatever. But yeah, okay. Well, let's move on then. So let's move into stuff to talk with CJ about. So just before you get in, you may notice, Tom, on the list, I added something, and we were talking about this a few months ago. So
this might get interesting.
Bad. So basically, CJ, when we were doing a podcast with Finn and Nick a few months back, our last guest on the podcast. Actually, we need to take it back even further. Tom, do you want to tell the story of the song?
Oh yeah, so back when we was at school in our secondary school, for anyone that's in America, I don't know. Yeah, but basically, so in intervention, me and Jacob came up with, because we thought of your song "Belgium in a Merc," and so as a joke, and just purely because I was bored as well.
We weren't making fun of your song or anything.
We was just completely bored. So okay, so I just thought, and because Corona was starting to be spoken about at the time, I thought of Corona and the Merc. So me and Jacob started coming up with this whole Corona and the Merc song. Yeah. I've actually got the lyrics loaded up here on the left side.
Right, and basically was in the in our podcast with Finn and Nick, we actually asked Finn if he could try and sing it, and so Finn turned it into a song and performed it for us in the podcast. So I've actually got the clip up. I thought we might as well show you. And as we've said, this was not meant to like mock you or anything. It's just literally a joke. We were making a parody of your song. All right, okay. Here's King DCN's reaction to Corona in a Mug. Can you hear that?
Corona in a mug. Ooh. Yeah, it's Corona in a mug.
Yeah, King DCN.
So long since Ebola. Now we all got Corona.
Corona
in a mug.
Oh, you're sick.
Corona is in a mug.
Oh, that's so good. So it's only a little short song, really, but and there was a line that we ended up cutting out. I ended up cutting it out because it's just like we couldn't include that.
It's
But what's your thoughts on the Corona in a Merc song?
I'm not gonna lie, it's actually good. It's actually good.
If you want, you could upload it on April Fool's Day next year. Sing it as a joke.
We'll give you the copyright permissions. We'll give you the permissions to our lyrics.
Yeah, but yeah.
But actually, so while we're on the topic of, I'm going to skip over a few things. So while we're on the topic of you, CJ, and Finn Winstanley, or Sonny, you're going to be featured on one of his songs on his new EP.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us a bit about that. Like, what's going on with that? What part of the song are you? Like, are you? I don't know what I'm saying honestly, but just tell us a bit about that.
Right. I only did a verse, but that's it. I'm not going to tell you much about it, so I'm going to try my best to word it. So I've only done a verse, and that was it.
Right. So you did a verse on one of his songs. That's going to be on the EP. I'm looking forward to hearing it. Not just the song, the whole EP. But
what's the song called, out of curiosity? Or is that like?
I think wait, before we answer, I think I know. Sad Vibes.
Yeah.
It's and that's the name of the album as well.
Nice.
Yeah, because I've been in chatting with Finn for a while about music videos and stuff like that. I'm not going to say much either, because he. Oh, you put the lyrics in the thing. Sorry, I've only seen that, Tom. But yeah, we've been talking about music video possibilities and stuff. So yeah, it should be good. I'm looking forward to seeing not Corona. I'm looking forward to seeing Sad Vibes feat King DCN. That's gonna be interesting. So you're doing one verse on it, and then is it just you and Finn on that, or is there somebody else on there as well?
Yeah, I feel like it's multiple people, but I think what's his name? It's not Ket Music, something like that.
Yeah, Riley, yeah. Well. Yeah, cool. So that's interesting, fun. Good to look forward to. Right, okay. Let's go back a bit. So, you may know, if you follow us on Instagram at Unnamed Pod, that's the third time we've plugged it this episode, that, well, you would already know that CJ was coming on the podcast because we posted out on our Instagram story the other day, asking people if they had any questions for CJ to answer. And we didn't get many. We ended up getting 3 questions because we have 30 followers. So go follow us. But I just thought we'd quickly ask you these questions, just some quick questions, and then I've also written down some own sort of short I can't speak. I've also written down some quick fire questions, sort of short questions myself for you to answer afterwards. So I'll just go through the viewer questions if I can find them. Okay. So Joshua Horse asked, what encouraged you to start rapping?
Right. I may have told certain people.
Oh, have we lost CJ?
Oh.
It's on my description.
1 second, CJ.
About
you're cutting out.
The section on YouTube, but
all right, okay.
The connection.
There we go. You're back.
All right. So wait, did you get what I said?
No.
Oh, all right. So I remember being at preschool. I came back home from preschool, started listening to some music. At this time, I didn't know who Pharrell Williams was, but I ended up listening to one of his songs with Jay-Z on it, and I started to dance. Like, I was a young kid who just loved music. I used to listen to a lot of artists like Jay-Z, Usher, Pharrell, Kanye, all them people, especially Missy Elliott. And I always knew that I was going to be doing music, but I didn't know I was going to be a rapper or a producer as well.
Sorry, we're not laughing at you, CJ. But yeah, cool. That's a great answer. So I hope that answers your question, Josh. Basically, Tom, for audio listeners, Tom was drinking his cup of coffee, tea. Sorry, I just guessed coffee and it was tea. And I decided to pick up my cup of coffee and start drinking it. I actually spilled it on my leg, and so that was annoying. But yeah. So okay, so we have 2 more questions. Karis Humphreys asks, "How's life?" Just how's life?
How's life? It's
yep.
Great.
Good. Nice, easy answer. Okay, one more question. So, we did a mini Q&A in one of our previous podcasts, and we got a question from Nick Temptada, Nick Purcell, where he asked us if we have any questions for him. And so we asked him questions and he responded in the comments, which sort of defeats the object of a Q&A in a way, because you're meant to be asking us the questions, but still. So he's asked, does King DCN have any questions for me? You got any questions for Nick?
Right. When's his single dropping? Because I heard about it on his story. When's it dropping?
Yeah, because I was speaking to him, and there was something about he's dropped a trailer today. So yeah, I'm wondering about that. Let us know in the comments, Nick.
To that.
Yeah, well,
That should be
I
up
said
on my social media.
I've told him I'm gonna be reacting in my my stream later. Actually, if you join the stream, maybe you could watch with me as well. I don't know. But yeah, cool. Okay, so that's our viewer questions. That was over quite quickly. But still, right. So I have a few short, quick-fire questions. If I'll read one, Tom, and then if you want to read one or whatever, if you just say, just give us a short answer or whatever. Okay. So, what's your favorite song you've ever released? Sorry to
I
put
get
you on the
asked
spot.
this question quite a lot.
I can imagine.
Wow. I don't know. It's either Beat Up or it's Hella. I like Hella. I also like Beat Up. And those two are old songs. I don't know, man. I'll go for Hella for now.
Okay. Cool. Next one.
What's your most popular song you've ever released?
Most popular song I've ever released. Right, on YouTube it's Belgium and Merc. And everywhere else on streaming services and everything, it's T20.
Cool. Okay. What? How do you make your music? You know, just briefly summarize it.
Right, so there's this app called FL Studios Mobile. I paid for that. Like, this was last year's summer. I paid for it. I used my last earnings. I paid for that. Started making music off there. But before, I was using this app called Soundcamp, but it was only on Samsung phones. Last year, I transitioned to FL Studios and Mobile. And then since then, I've just been making a lot of music there.
Do
Cool.
you think you'll ever move to like a computer-based software?
Yeah, I feel like at some point I would, especially if it's sound engineering or anything like that.
Like, what do you use to like record your rapping? Like, what sort of mic is it? Like did you just use your phone mic or?
Wait, what?
Like, what mic do you use? Do you just use your phone mic?
Wait, Jake, what did you say?
Or what microphone do you use to record? Is it like your phone mic or like a separate mic or?
I actually use my phone mic, but I'm planning on getting a new microphone.
To be completely fair to you, I've listened to some of your tracks, and actually, you can't really tell that it's a phone microphone. Like, I wouldn't have guessed if you hadn't told us like you did it on your phone. To be fair, because actually, I feel like with sort of phones and stuff, they are getting a lot better with stuff like cameras and mics and stuff like that. That it's a lot less noticeable if you use one of the if you're like filming on the iPhone camera, it's a lot less noticeable, I think. But yeah, okay, one more.
Where is it? Oh yeah. What's your favorite social media?
It's a bit unrelated, but
Yeah.
Favorite social media? Snapchat. No, not even. No, that's a lie. Instagram.
What about you, Tom? What's your favorite social media?
Probably
I put down options here of Insta, Snap.
Yeah,
Twitter,
I'd say
TikTok,
from
YouTube.
those options, I'd say Instagram or YouTube.
Yeah, I'd say my favorite is Instagram or YouTube, but I've actually been really liking TikTok recently. I don't know why. I sometimes just sit down and like the comedy on TikTok is what I like about TikTok. But
Yeah, same.
right, yeah. I used to hate TikTok, but actually I kind of like it now. So yeah, okay,
Yeah, same.
cool. So let's talk about your recent album you released. Team 16. Is it what Mark 2? Is it or Team 16 2 or?
Yeah, Team 16 too.
Team 16 2. So you released the main album originally a little while back, and then you a few weeks back you released the deluxe edition of it. With how many extra songs is on there, or
It's actually 2.
two? Nice. So like, let's have a little talk about this album. So like, what sort of was your inspirations behind this album?
Right. Let me think back to 2017. You've seen 2. I've been inspired.
What?
I've been inspired by Pharrell Williams in 2017, and before that. So before he was actually famous and all that, Chris Brown, Ty Dolla $ign, yeah, and also some UK rappers I've been inspired by too, especially Heady One.
Cool.
And
so like, what's
my inspiration?
Cool. So what's like the album about? Like, is there sort of like a theme to the album, or is it just whatever you feel like?
It's actually a basketball themed album, but yeah, again, it's like it's sort of phases. So with Team 16-2 is my second phase, whereas Team 16, like the first Team 16, was my first phase. So with my first phase in 2017, that's when I started like making music and putting it out for other people. That's when I settled in. I didn't really settle in as a underground artist, but with Team 16-2, I've settled in, and I could be famous at any minute now. So I'm not sure if I could be famous tomorrow, next week, next year, somewhere this decade. I could be famous. And then Team 16-3, which is something I'm thinking about releasing when I'm famous, that's when it shows like, oh yeah, I made it. I did all this. I did all of that.
Cool. So yeah, what's your let's talk. What's your favorite song on Team 16-2?
Which one? The first one or the second one?
Team 16-2.
Team 16-2, Hello.
I haven't listened to that one. I'll have to have a little listen after this. I've listened to a few of them, and I think they're quite good. Like, you can see sort of the, in a way, like evolution of, if you listen to some of your like a lot earlier music from like years ago compared to now, you can see your growth sort of evolution and like getting a little bit better over time, which is always good. But yeah, have you got any questions about the album, Tom?
Not really.
That's fine.
Yeah, all I can say is good luck with the album. Hope it goes well.
Cool. So what's next? All right. So I put this down. So you do a lot of Instagram lives. Why? Like, what do you like about Instagram Live?
That's a good question.
I mean, before I never really used to go Instagram Live a lot, but one of my friends, his name's Louis Stone, he got me like going live quite a lot. So I appreciate that. So I went live quite a lot just to do Q&As. And then since then, I've just been engaging with new fans and some old fans as well. And then since then, I just had a habit of going live for quite a lot.
Nice. Because I feel like it's probably quite a nice way to sort of interact with a lot of different people quite easily. Like, they can come in and say a message or whatever, and then you can speak to them. So yeah. Also, because I was on your Instagram Live last night. I was chilling, just having watched that while I was doing some other stuff. And you discovered that actually the limit has been changed, hasn't it, for Instagram Live? From or like, has it been changed, or is it? Yeah. So the Instagram Live limit used to be an hour, whereas was it 4 hours now? Did you say?
Yeah, 4 hours. Yeah, 4 hours.
So obviously you're quite used to doing, like, you might do a live like each day or every other day or whatever for an hour. Will this change? Like, will you do longer Instagram Lives, or what's going on with that? Because obviously normally you're used to doing your Instagram Lives where you wait until it finishes. You wait for the hour to finish, and then you just let it organically end. So with this, obviously you're going to have to end it yourself. So is it how long are you going to keep it an hour, or you can maybe do an hour and a half, or what's going to happen with that?
It could be an hour and 10 minutes, an hour and 20 minutes, something like that. It may be longer than that, or I may do a whole 4 hours of me going live.
Nice. I love how we're just getting really in depth into Instagram Live. What even is this podcast, honestly? But
anything and everything, apparently.
It really is. We literally that is pretty much this podcast is. We just talk about random anything, and we talk about news, YouTube stuff, and anything that happens. So, yeah, right. Okay, so I put down next. Obviously, you currently post. You've been posting for a while, just music on your YouTube channel. Are you going to ever go back to posting, or like, are you ever going to go and post an actual sort of YouTube video, or are you only going to be posting music from now on?
I feel like there's going to be certain times I'm going to be posting normal YouTube videos, but it's going to be very rare. But I will mostly do music. So mostly like, visualizers, audios, music videos, mini music videos, and all that sort of stuff.
Cool. Because obviously you started off with doing actual YouTube, and then you started doing more of the music stuff, and now you just mainly do the music stuff, and that's what you post to YouTube. And some of your old videos did actually do quite well. Like, obviously, if you, I know you deleted a lot of your videos, haven't you, or like privated them recently?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I did
what
that.
was like? Why?
Why exactly? I didn't want people to think that I was still a YouTuber. I just wanted people to think, oh yeah, that King DCN done, isn't he that YouTube guy? People be like, nah, that's the rapper, innit? And
Right.
Yeah.
So you didn't want like people to go and search for King DCN, and then those videos pop up, and they're like, "Oh, this guy's not music; he does like vlogs or whatever."
Yeah, and it's kind of annoying because like, the other day I saw some of my old videos being recommended. I saw some videos from 2017 which had nothing to do with my music, which kind of like concerned me, but we move.
Yeah, because I remember seeing a couple of things. So I remember seeing before you deleted a load of your videos, I saw quite a few of your old videos, and a lot of them were sort of a long time ago, and you could definitely tell. And also the content of the video was a bit sort of more childish in a way, less of sort of
True.
respectable sort of I'm doing music, or if I'm a child making a
post
video.
a YouTube video on like your Nintendo Wii or something?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I thought you did.
Actually, there's something as well. You posted a video with Tom at one point. Tom was in one of your videos, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, I remember this because that was with Daniel, wasn't it?
Yeah.
At that laser tag place.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that was
you
like
had a little vlog.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
Tom looks very different. I have a screen recording of part of the video with Tom in, and yeah, you all look very young, especially Tom. Tom looks very different now compared to how we used to. But don't we all, to be fair? So
Yeah.
fun.
True.
So you're not gonna ever sort of your plan isn't to go back to doing YouTube, but you might post some other sort of YouTube videos in between music stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So okay. Next up, I haven't even put this down on here, but I know you probably get asked this a lot, and it's probably very annoying. But when's your next music coming out? Okay, instead of me just saying that, I'm gonna say like, do you have sort of your next plans for your music? I know you've only just released stuff, but as in, do you have plans for music? Are you working on stuff? Like, what's happening?
At the end of the year, something could drop, and at the end of next year, something can drop. But in between that, most things will drop, like small projects.
Right. So you're working on some like big things for like the end of the years.
Not really big. It's like I was meant to drop this last year, but completely forgot about it. But I could drop
Oh,
it like at the end of this year.
right. So something to look forward to. And so is it just going to be music, or is it going to be like actual videos as well, or do you not want to tell us? Or
I mean, it depends. It depends how I
I'm really
feel
trying to get it out of
during
you.
that time.
What's happening? We've got to get all the exclusives here at the Unnamed
Okay,
podcast.
all I can say is that music is dropping. All I
Okay.
can say is that
Okay.
music is dropping. But there could be some videos, like some normal videos. But we will see what happens at the end.
Cool. All right. Also, I keep because the funny thing is, while you're talking, things keep coming to my mind that I can say about, and I haven't written down half this stuff on the list. But your Vivo channel, didn't you create a King DCN Vivo channel recently, or like a few months back?
Yeah,
So what happened with that?
yeah, like 2 months ago. Right. Okay, so I didn't necessarily make it myself, but there's some distributor that made it. But for some reason, in fact, let's get to what happened later. But currently, not even currently, what's it? I did drop something on my Vivo channel. It's also on Vivo as well. So if you have Sky, you can check out Vivo and watch my stuff there. But it's only one video. But the only reason why I went to the Vivo channel is so I can get paid. But yeah, again, I can get paid through YouTube Content ID. But I'm not going to get into that much detail because it's too much to explain. But the reason I'm not posting on my Vivo channel as much anymore is because I had some sort of problem with the distributor I use for video aspects. So I stopped using that and just started to upload videos myself onto my main channel.
Cool. So are you going to be using that Vivo channel in the future, or is it sort of like not? What's happening with that?
I mean, I could use it in the future.
Hmm.
I
And
could
like, what
use
would you be
that
posting there?
Vivo channel in the future.
Would it be like music videos, or like what would go up there?
It's the same sort of stuff I'll be posting on my main channel, excluding all the YouTube stuff. So it will just be music on my Vivo channel.
Sorry, I live under a rock. What is Vivo?
Yeah, I know that it's a thing that people always seem to put in the corner
Right,
of
so
their like
Vivo.
thumbnails, but apart from that, I don't really know what Vivo is either.
Right, so Vivo is it's like YouTube. So it's a video streaming platform where people go to, but it's only music or behind the scenes of artists. So Vivo is like the second most streamed video platform that everyone tends to use. But the first is YouTube. So
Cool.
many artists you probably know have it, like Post Malone, Tory Lanez, what's his name? The Weeknd, Drake. Many people have Vivo channels.
Oh, I can't hear you, Jacob.
I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, there we
Sorry, I
go.
realised afterwards I was muted. I didn't mean to do that. I was hoping it would make CJ big and us too small, but never mind. All right, cool. So that's your Vivo channel, right? Next, Tom, do you want to take this one? Next thing on the list, well, it's right at the bottom
Wait,
actually.
where is it? Where is it?
Last
Is
thing,
it? Oh,
last thing on the list.
oh, okay. So, what is your future aspirations and goals?
Like in the next year,
Next
and
year
also
and
like in
stuff,
life.
yeah.
Yeah. Like short-term goal and long-term goals.
Right. So in life,
Hello.
all right. So we'll see. With my short-term goal is to get as many like Instagram followers as I possibly can. So with that being said, I'm trying to get to like at least close to like 10K on Instagram. music awards, be famous, own a lot of houses, probably be in a movie or a few movies, make some songs for movies, stuff like that.
Right. So what? So it was the Instagram followers was short term, and the rest of it was long term.
Yeah.
Cool. Obviously, it's good to have goals and aspirations for the future. And I feel like you're definitely obviously going somewhere with your music. Just got to keep going at it and creating music and releasing music and stuff. So cool.
So, are you hoping to be fully devoted to music throughout your life, or are you planning to do another job besides music?
I'll probably stick to music for a little while. Not even a little while. I'll probably be famous for music, but during my fame, I could transition to movies. No, as in like producing movies, being an actor, being a screenwriter, stuff like that. Because I've also had another dream to be an actor too, and be a director.
Cool.
Nice. Okay. I think we've run out of stuff to talk about. Or at least
Near
run out of
enough,
topics on the
yeah.
list. CJ, it was I don't know what to say really. We can cut this bit out, honestly, to be fair in editing, but just trying to think if we can think of anything else. To be fair, we have a decent length episode, so we can always cut it off here if we can't think of anything. But
What sort of movies do you want to act in?
Action, comedy, animation. With animation, I've always wanted to be a voice actor or be one of the main characters. Like that would be sick. I would love to do that.
actually, let's talk about movies in general. So, what's your favorite type of movie? Like genre?
Okay, genre. I could say comedy.
Cool. What about you, Tom? What's your favorite genre?
I don't know. I watch all sorts of things, so
Same.
I can't really say that I have a specific type of movie I like the most. But yeah.
Yeah. For me, I'd have to say I agree with you on comedy. Comedies are good. I also like action films.
The
Quite
problem
good.
is with comedy is that it's so hard to find a decent comedy.
Yeah.
I've searched far and wide on Netflix for a decent comedy
Mhm.
and on Now TV, and it's so hard.
I feel like you can. There's two ends with comedy. There's it's either a good comedy film or a bad comedy film. I like that. There's
Yeah.
not really much in between. So
If
you've
it's
got
in
to find
between,
a
it's a
good one.
different film.
Yeah, yeah. So that is you're right. That is the one thing with comedy films. You've got to get it right. You've got to put the nail on the head. I don't know what I'm even saying, honestly.
And it's a gamble if you don't know what it's about.
Yeah. So you wanna be in a movie? You want to be in a movie, or do you say you wanted to sort of do other stuff to do with movies as well?
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah.
Or be on TV shows as well. I love to be on a TV show.
Would you ever want to present your own TV show?
I could. I have been thinking about it for the past year. I could.
If you could present any TV show, what would you present? What would you want to present?
Right. I don't know why, but this is weird. I want to be. I want to present Blue Planet, but also want to present the X Factor or like Britain's Got Talent.
So you want to be Anton Deck or David Attenborough?
Yeah.
Well, one of them you're gonna have to become Geordie, and one of them you're gonna have to become old.
Very ambitious.
Yeah.
But still, yeah, I feel like that could be cool because obviously by the time you sort of are a bit more grown up, I know that sounds really patronising, but like once you're a bit older, should I say, obviously hosts change when people retire or whatever. So yeah, it could be Cool. It'd be cool. It'd be so interesting. We'll, in maybe in like 10 years or 20 years or whatever, to sit down to watch Britain's Got Talent and King DCN's face pops up on the screen. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I went to school with him. That would actually be quite a good brag.
Everyone dies at some point.
But yeah, cool. Anything else you can think of to talk about, Tom?
No.
Anything else you want to talk about, CJ?
Did you even hear what we said? Or-
Anything else you want to talk about, CJ?
Wait. I'll be down to talk about anything.
Tell us a topic then, a random topic. Actually, no. Let me see if I can find a random topic generator. You know, actually, let's talk about food. What's your favourite restaurant?
Food. Okay. Let's break it down to fast food. KFC's better than McDonald's. But yet again, it's like something about McDonald's I want to come back to.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why. It's the chips. The KFC chips, I don't even know what they're doing.
Oh yeah, KFC chips are not good. Like when we did a mukbang, as we were saying a few episodes ago, and I went to pick up the KFC and I decided to grab whatever I was about to say, a set of chips. What I don't even know what I'm saying, but and they just weren't nice. Like compared to McDonald's chips are nice, but like KFC, like it just ain't it. And Burger King, what do you think about Burger King? Burger King?
Exactly. They need to sort that out.
Yeah.
The last time I went to Burger King was 20 years taste, to be honest.
What about you, Tom? What's your opinion on KFC, McDonald's, and Burger King?
Not a lot really. They're all fast food restaurants. Everyone knows them. Everyone goes to them.
Which one's your favourite?
There isn't really one.
I'd have to say, to be honest, there is like slight difference. Obviously, if you want chicken, you obviously go to KFC. If you want good chips, you go to McDonald's. And like, I have to say the burgers are very good at Burger King.
If you want a decent burger, go to Burger King and get a Whopper.
Yeah, I feel like that at Burger King they give you less chips, but the burgers are a lot bigger.
Mm.
Compared to McDonald's, where their burgers are like medium size, and then they give you medium amount of chips. But yeah. What about your favorite sort of other restaurant, not fast food?
Has to be my rubbish bin for me.
You say my rubbish bin?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
What's that?
Why did you say that?
Tom loves eating out of a bin.
I went
Exactly. Bin juice is a good compliment.
I remember, like, this was last year. Oh. Right, so I went to this restaurant. No, I went to this buffet in the O2 in London, like last year summer. I can't remember what it's called, but it's some Brazilian buffet. It was really nice. Even on your food, they come up to you with like sausages or like chicken and all that sort of stuff. Come up like, do you want any? The garlic bread is really nice. You need to try it. But man,
Right.
I loved it, man.
I'd have to say for me, my favourite is Nando's.
I was gonna ask though. Do you think Nando's is overrated?
Yeah, I feel like it is.
I agree. I think it is as well.
Mm.
It like, yeah. Well, I don't know. I feel like Nando's is very good. I've only had it a couple times, but I feel like Nando's is very good. But like a lot of people do rate it really highly, and they're like this is amazing. And some people do give it a bit too much, sort of.
Yeah,
Positive,
some people are really
whatever.
religious over Nando's as well.
Yeah.
I've literally only
Like I
had
say,
it twice.
I love Nando's or whatever, and I'll happily like Nando's. I think is probably one of my favorite restaurants, but I have to say a lot of people do sort of say too much about it, and they're very big on Nando's. But Yeah. Okay. What about you, Tom? What's your favorite restaurant?
I don't know. Is the
You don't know
simple
at all for
answer.
anything, do you?
No. To be honest with you, there's multiple restaurants like that. I don't have a favorite one because, yeah.
Which one do you go to the most?
Um, I'd say I'd probably. I haven't been to a restaurant in a while actually, so I actually cook a lot of my own food and stuff. So
Yeah, me neither. I haven't been. I don't know when the last time I went to a restaurant was. Yeah. Okay.
Same.
I say I think we talk about one more thing regarding food, and then I think we maybe wrap the episode up. Meal deals. If you're getting a meal deal, what you getting and where you getting it from?
Man,
CJ.
Asda. For Asda, right? I'm going to take one of the wraps, like one of the wraps out random. It's either BLT, the chicken, any chicken one, or a whole lettuce one. I take that with prawn cocktail, and I'll take energy. I'll take one like energy drink, like what's it, Rockstar, because I don't like Monster. Monster, it's Red Bull. Disgusting. But I would take Lucozade.
Right, so you're having a BLT or something else, and then was it just normal, just like prawn cocktail, sort of like Walkers, or?
Yeah, from Walker's prawn cocktail.
And an energy drink or a Lucozade. Interesting. What about you, Tom?
I'd say.
I know. Wait. Just before you say, I know what sandwich you're gonna say. I can predict it at least, and I can predict where you're gonna say you're gonna get it from. I know you too well, Tom. It's gonna be the Co-op, and it's gonna be a chicken and bacon sandwich.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
You cannot tell me that you don't love a chicken and bacon sandwich. The amount of time in school that you had a chicken and bacon sandwich, Tom, is wrong.
No. Right. So I agree with you on that, but sometimes I've got it from Marks and Spencers as well. So
Okay.
Co-op or Marks and Spencers. And it would have to be like their mango and passion fruit juice they have, and like some vinegar crisps or something.
Great. For a second, the reason I was getting so angry was because I thought you were going to tell me that you didn't. It wasn't going to be a chicken and bacon sandwich. I was like, Tom, come on, that's a lie.
Yeah.
But it was just the shop you were disputing, right? I think for me, it has to be a hoisin duck wrap. I don't know where from though. Like, I say probably Boots. Boots do a good chicken and not chicken. Why am I saying chicken? Duck. What am I even saying, mate? They do a good. Yes, they do a good hoisin duck wrap, and then I probably get crisps. I get French fries. I don't know what flavor though. Maybe plain, and then or Pringles, plain, and then for a drink, I'm boring. I'll get a water.
To be fair, I usually pick water or mango juice. That's kind of like
Yeah.
rather.
Right. Fun. Okay. Well, that wraps up our thing. Let us know down in the comment what you think of our meal deal meal deal choices. Give them a rating. I have to say, I rate CJ's very low, just because I hate prawn cocktail crisps. So that takes it down at least to a 1. I'm kidding.
How? I don't understand.
To be fair, I like prawn cocktail.
I used to like prawn cocktail, and then I didn't have them for a long time, and then I had one, and I was just horrible. Like the smell of them and everything, like they stink. They're horrible.
The smell isn't great, but the taste is pretty decent.
And it's prawns, like, that's fish. Like, no, mate, I don't like that.
That's the only fish I like, alongside with mackerel.
Cod is good. Right. Yeah. So with CJ, and as well, I've never had an energy drink, so I don't know. I'd have to rate CJ's quite low. But with Tom, I have to say your chicken and bacon sandwiches in school.
Never had
never had an energy drink. Well, have you ever had an energy drink, Tom?
Yeah, I've had Lucozade. This is only when I've been like paintballing and stuff, because like energy and you know.
Well, CJ, it's because for a long time, the only thing I would drink was water and milk. Like, I don't like juice or squash or anything like that. So that's why I haven't ever had a energy
To be
drink.
fair, I
Now I like
don't
coffee as
drink
well.
energy drinks very often, so
No.
it's like very rare when I do.
I get all my caffeine I need from
same.
my coffee. I drink a lot of coffee, is what I drink.
He does. I've
is
been
probably
around
what
your
my-
house, mate.
my
I
third or
see that
fourth
coffee
cup today.
machine working overtime.
Oh yeah, I got a coffee machine recently, and it's well, I say recently, it was like a couple months back, and oh man, we use it so many times a day. So good, like nice, like espresso
He's
with a bit
gonna
of hot
cry
milk.
when that machine breaks.
It better not break on me. I love my morning lattes. You know, that's what this is. Except it's gone a bit. It's like lukewarm now, so it's not as nice, but still, it's still coffee. And I think I need it because I'm a stream after this, so I'm a stream. And I think so. You actually, I love how I said we were going to end the episode, but actually, I'm thinking of new things to say now. So obviously, as I've already said in this episode, I'm going to be streaming, but it's already happened when you're watching this because this isn't coming out for at least another week. But you recently hit, well, I think recently, a few weeks back, hit 300 subs on your YouTube, didn't you, CJ?
Yeah, I did.
So that's what I'm aiming for now. I'm getting close because for a while we were quite neck and neck. I think I was ahead of you for a little bit, and then you sort of caught me up, and then I overtook a tiny bit, and then you just steamed off into the ahead. But I'm getting close. I think I'm on 288 now, so 12 off. But to be fair, I've had months where I've got like 3 subscribers in the entire month. So I'm hoping by live streaming, maybe I can get 12. Who knows? We'll see. But that's my goal, to get 300. And then I'll have to see what, because I did for 200 subscribers. I did, because I actually sort of celebrate my subscribers, to be fair. I know you didn't really do anything, and I may not even do anything for 300. But for 200, I did eating 200 Maltesers, which was fun. Basically, because I asked on my Instagram for people to give me suggestions of what I should do for 200 subscribers, and Ethan Masterson, probably not listening, but if you are, hello, said you should buy 200 Maltesers and then eat them. So I did. To be fair, it wasn't a very expensive video at the end of the day, because you get the boxes of Maltesers, and they have like, I think, maybe just under 50 Maltesers per box. So actually, it was only about £4 or £5 in the end. So not too expensive. But I'll have to see what people want me to do for 300 subs. Mainly because I have no video ideas and I haven't uploaded in almost 2 months. So it'll be a good excuse to get other people to tell me ideas. Yeah, anyway, we've been waffling enough. I think that's it for this episode, unless anyone else has anything to say. No?
No.
Okay, then.
Nothing to say.
Well, thank you so much for watching or listening to the podcast. Thanks for the support. Subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe or follow on your favorite platform: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor. We're on all of them. Go check out CJ. We'll leave his links in the description of the YouTube. To his Instagram is Instagram, YouTube, all that. So go check him out. To be fair, though, you may have come from him because he has a lot more followers than both. I think, to be fair, I think CJ has more followers on Instagram than both of us combined. I don't think that. I know that. That's definitely confirmed because CJ is killing it on Instagram. He's got well, how many Instagram followers are you on? You're like 2K or something, aren't you?
Yeah, nearly 3K.
Wow. Yeah, I'm on my Instagram. I'm on 187 or something like that. So I don't think I'm ever going to catch you up, but still, right?
No,
okay.
I'm mainly on 75 followers.
Yeah, go follow our personal Instagrams as well. If you're following CJ, unfollow from him and follow us instead. No, I'm kidding. Go follow us, JSilverYT and the Paintball Player. But anyway, okay, we've waffled enough. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks for coming on the podcast, CJ. It was good to have you as a guest. If you enjoyed, drop a like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.
Bye.
Oh, he's off.
He literally left. Okay.
He did. I think I might leave this in at the end of the episode. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
So we just keep going. CJ's left now. CJ, this is what you're missing out on. If you're watching the episode,
Yeah.
CJ, you're missing out on this. Why did you
Big
leave?
time. Yeah,
Okay.
this is a bit of the end.
This is an exclusive extra bit that CJ misses. Okay, never
Yeah.
mind. Okay, bye bye.
Okay, bye.